Love, in its truest form, transcends the limits of age. Many people may find themselves concerned with the age gap in a relationship, unsure whether love can truly exist across generational lines. However, when you experience love that is not defined by numbers, it becomes clear that age is but a number, and the real connection between two people lies in far deeper factors. True love is about the soul's connection to another, not the years that separate them. In the case of a relationship where one person has fallen in love with you despite the age difference, it's evident that what matters is the emotional, intellectual, and spiritual bond you share, rather than the years between you. Love doesn't care about birthdays or age milestones. Instead, it cares about the moments you share, the way you communicate, and how you make each other feel. A person who falls in love with you despite your age difference doesn't see that gap as an obstacle. Instead, they see it as just one part of the whole person you are. Age may present unique challenges, but when two people are truly in love, those challenges only add to the beauty of the relationship. It's the moments you spend together, the laughs you share, the comfort you bring to each other's lives, and the support you provide during difficult times that build a lasting bond. One of the most profound aspects of love is that it allows us to be seen for who we truly are beyond superficial judgments. When someone loves you, they love the entirety of you, the good, the bad, and everything in between. In many cases, age can sometimes play a superficial role in how others view a relationship, but love sees beyond these surface differences. It sees the person's soul, their heart, and their essence. The true connection is not based on how old you are, but on the emotional resonance and compatibility that exists between the two of you. In a relationship where age is a concern for others, it is common to hear judgment or skepticism. Society often tends to place barriers around relationships that defy the traditional mold. However, someone who falls in love with you, despite the age gap, shows that they are not swayed by societal expectations. They see beyond the traditional confines of age and instead focus on the emotional depth of the relationship. They understand that while life experiences may differ, those differences can actually create a richness and diversity within the relationship that is Moreover, falling in love with someone who is significantly older or younger can sometimes offer new perspectives on life. The older partner may bring wisdom and maturity, whereas the younger partner may bring a fresh outlook and energy. These dynamics can complement each other, creating an environment where both individuals grow, learn, and develop together. This exchange of perspectives and the ability to understand each other's life experiences fosters a bond that age alone cannot define. The real beauty of love that is not concerned with age is the shared experience of life. It is not about the number of years spent apart, but about the time spent together. The relationship becomes a journey of exploration, self-discovery, and growth. As you navigate life together, you learn to embrace the strengths that each person brings into the partnership, and in the end, these strengths work to reinforce the relationship and make it more profound. The unconditional love that one person can feel despite an age gap proves that love is not something defined by time. It's something that evolves, it's something that grows stronger with every passing day, and it's something that breaks down the walls of age, appearances, and societal expectations. When two people love each other, the concept of time and age loses its grip over them, and all that remains is the bond they share. In relationships where age is not a concern, the partners are able to see past the superficial and instead focus on building a meaningful connection. The willingness to love each other regardless of what others might think speaks volumes about the depth and sincerity of that love. It's a reminder that love is a powerful force that cannot be constrained by arbitrary numbers, but instead is based on mutual respect, emotional intimacy, and a genuine connection that transcends the limitations of age. The ability of someone to fall in love with you, regardless of your age, is a testament to the power of love to overcome any barrier. It's proof that when two people are truly meant to be together, age will not stand in the way. It is this kind of love that defies logic, defies societal norms, and makes life more meaningful. It shows that when two hearts are aligned, nothing can stop them from coming together and forming a bond that is rooted in something far deeper than just the number of years lived. When someone falls in love with you despite the age difference, it's a clear sign that they are not fixated on superficial aspects of life, such as the number of years lived. Instead, they are drawn to your essence, the person you are at the core. This deeper connection transcends the typical expectations society places on relationships. It reflects the idea that love doesn't have to be bound by societal norms or traditional expectations. It can be free and unencumbered by the limitations placed on it by external factors. When age is not a barrier to love, it reveals that genuine emotional connection is not defined by age, but by the shared experiences and the compatibility two people feel with one another. For many, falling in love involves aligning with someone who can meet them at their emotional level, someone who understands their heart, their desires, and their fears. It's about mutual respect, vulnerability, and shared dreams. The real beauty in a relationship with an age difference lies in the unique perspectives both people bring to the table. The older partner may bring experience and wisdom, while the younger partner may bring vitality, optimism, and an openness to new experiences. Together, they can form a balance where each complements the other, creating a partnership that is more fulfilling than what might have been possible with someone closer in age. Love, in its truest form, is about finding someone who resonates with your soul. This is a powerful realization, knowing that someone sees you for who you truly are and values you for your heart, mind, and spirit, not simply for how old you are or where you stand in life. When someone falls in love with you despite the age difference, it signifies that they are not merely focused on the external elements of your life, but are deeply interested in what lies within. This level of emotional connection surpasses any physical or age concerns, demonstrating the power of genuine affection and understanding. In many ways, when age does not become a hindrance in love, it opens up opportunities for growth and learning. The differences between two people, whether in life experience or in perspective, provide fertile ground for personal development. A younger partner may offer new viewpoints, fresh energy, and a more adaptable mindset, while the older partner may offer stability, wisdom, and a more grounded outlook. These exchanges can help both individuals grow in ways they may not have otherwise experienced with someone of a similar age. When someone loves you, regardless of age, it's a reflection of a deeper kind of maturity. It shows that they are capable of seeing past superficial characteristics and value the things that truly matter. This level of maturity allows for deeper emotional intimacy, as both people feel safe and accepted for who they are, without the pressure of having to conform to societal standards. The beauty of such a relationship lies in the ability to communicate openly, to share experiences, and to truly learn from each other. It creates an environment where both partners feel seen, heard, and understood, despite any external challenges they might face. Moreover, when age is not a concern in love, it opens up a safe space for both partners to embrace their individuality. Each person can bring their full selves into the relationship, knowing that their differences are not only accepted but valued. The age gap may seem large to some, but to the people involved, it's not about how many years they've lived, but the life they are building together. The emotional depth and connection they share are what matter most, as they create a shared journey full of mutual respect and understanding. For anyone who has experienced love across an age gap, they know that it's not always about the physical attraction, but the emotional bond that forms between two people. Age fades into the background when the connection is deep enough. When you connect with someone on such a profound level, their age becomes irrelevant, as your relationship is based on something far stronger. The relationship becomes about sharing love, care, and respect, and about building a future together. The realization that someone has fallen in love with you despite your age is a powerful one. It shows that love is not about conforming to the world's standards, but about embracing each other for who you are. It's a love that transcends physical appearances, experiences, and the number of years one has lived. Instead, it focuses on what truly matters: the emotional connection, the shared experiences, and the understanding that age is not a barrier but an element that adds richness and diversity to the relationship. The willingness to love someone regardless of the age gap is a testament to the power of love to break free from society's limitations and to embrace what is real and true. In the end, love is timeless, and when it's genuine, it knows no boundaries. When someone falls in love with you despite an age difference, it often reflects an unspoken understanding that love is not confined by the number of years one has lived. Instead, it's a powerful reminder that the connection between two people is based on shared values, emotional depth, and mutual respect. Age, in this context, becomes secondary to the bond that is formed on a much deeper level. The way that two people relate to each other emotionally and spiritually, the way they support and uplift one another, speaks to the heart of what love is truly about. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that relationships should follow certain paths based on societal norms. People are often told to seek out partners who are close to their age, and relationships with significant age gaps may be met with skepticism. However, true love knows no such bounds. When someone loves you despite the age difference, it shows that they are not limited by the world's expectations or their own preconceived notions about what makes a partnership work. They see something in you that resonates with them on a much deeper level, and that connection transcends the numbers on your birth certificate. In relationships with an age gap, it's not just about shared experiences or the different stages of life that you may each be in, but about how the two people align on emotional, intellectual, and even spiritual levels. People are constantly evolving, and it's possible for individuals to meet each other in a moment where their personal growth, desires, and passions align perfectly, regardless of how many years apart they are. When someone falls in love with you despite the age difference, they are often recognizing the potential for growth and learning from one another in ways that they hadn't anticipated before. They value the perspectives that you bring to the table and appreciate that these differences, rather than hindering the relationship, add richness and depth to it. The love between two people who have an age gap can be unique in that it creates an opportunity for both individuals to see the world from different vantage points. The older partner may bring wisdom, life experiences, and a sense of stability, while the younger partner offers a sense of adventure, curiosity, and a fresh perspective on life. Together, they can find a balance that allows both people to grow. The older partner may learn from the younger one's adaptability, while the younger partner may benefit from the older one's depth of experience. It's not about age or where someone is in their life, but rather the way in which both individuals can enhance one another's lives. Moreover, when someone loves you despite the age difference, it often reflects a maturity that transcends the typical superficiality that may be prevalent in other relationships. It demonstrates that love is not just about attraction or meeting societal expectations. It's about recognizing the importance of emotional connection and the willingness to build a future together. A relationship that begins from a place of genuine affection, where the age gap is not seen as a barrier but as something that enriches the partnership, can stand the test of time. Additionally, in such relationships, love can offer a new perspective on what it means to be loved. It allows you to feel accepted for who you are, rather than feeling pressure to conform to certain societal standards. The person who loves you despite the age difference is often drawn to your individuality, the essence of who you are, and they see beyond the age to the person they are emotionally and spiritually connected to. This connection is founded on mutual respect and a shared desire to build something meaningful together without letting age or life stage get in the way. But when someone loves you despite the age difference, it also creates an opportunity for each person to explore personal growth and transformation in a way that might not have been possible otherwise. The older partner may experience rejuvenation from the younger partner's energy and outlook on life, while the younger partner may gain insight and perspective from the older partner's experience. This dynamic can lead to a relationship that encourages personal development, allowing both individuals to become the best versions of themselves, not just as individuals, but as a couple. The love that exists despite an age gap shows that true connection is about far more than surface-level attraction. It demonstrates that when two people come together based on their shared values, mutual respect, and emotional compatibility, age becomes irrelevant. It's not about how many years have passed since one person was born, but about the ways in which they connect on a deeper level, share life experiences, and support one another through both the ups and downs that life brings. The age difference may initially raise eyebrows, but in the context of love, it's just a number. What truly matters is the bond that is formed and the realization that love is timeless and doesn't adhere to conventional norms. Ultimately, when someone loves you regardless of the age gap, they are seeing you for the person you are, not just the number of years you've lived. Their love is based on what's inside your heart, your soul, and the life you are building together. This kind of relationship becomes a beautiful testament to the fact that when two people are meant to be together, nothing, not even the passage of time, can stand in the way of their connection. When someone falls in love with you despite an age gap, it can be a powerful sign that their feelings go beyond physical attraction or societal expectations. It speaks to the deep emotional and spiritual connection that transcends the differences that might otherwise divide people. In many ways, love is about the bond that forms between two souls, not just two people with similar backgrounds or life stages. When you experience love from someone who sees you for who you are, beyond the numbers of your age, it can feel as though time itself doesn't matter. The connection between you is what matters, and that bond is often built on shared experiences, mutual respect, and emotional intimacy. The idea that age could somehow define the limitations of a relationship can be restrictive. Age does not determine how capable or compatible two people are when it comes to building a meaningful relationship. When someone chooses to love you regardless of the age difference, they're indicating that they value something far more important: the person you are inside. The bond that two people share when one falls in love despite the age gap is often deeper than many conventional relationships because it allows for growth and transformation. When age isn't the primary factor in the relationship, the focus shifts to emotional compatibility, shared values, and mutual goals. The love that comes from such a connection is often richer and more profound because it goes beyond the surface level aspects of life. When someone sees the beauty in who you are as a person beyond your age, they may also be able to see qualities in you that others overlook or take for granted. It's the qualities that cannot be measured by years, such as your character, your kindness, your intellect, and your ability to connect on a deeper level. These are the aspects that often attract people to one another and build lasting relationships. Age might initially seem like a barrier, but in relationships where love transcends it, it simply becomes another aspect of life that doesn't have the power to define or limit the love you share. When love forms despite age differences, it often leads to a deep sense of understanding between two people. The older partner may bring wisdom, life experience, and stability into the relationship, while the younger partner may bring excitement, curiosity, and fresh perspectives. Together, they create a dynamic in which both individuals can contribute to one another's personal growth and development. The older partner might gain a sense of renewed energy from the younger person's enthusiasm, while the younger person might learn from the older partner's experiences and insights. This mutual exchange is a beautiful part of relationships with age differences. It creates an environment where both people feel challenged and inspired by one another. In relationships where love is formed despite an age gap, there is often a sense of freedom that comes from letting go of societal expectations. People often fall in love with certain expectations in mind, often based on factors such as age, background, or career status. However, when someone loves you despite the age difference, they've released those external factors and are focusing entirely on what they see in you as an individual. This is a powerful act because it indicates that they value you for who you are, not for what society might dictate you should be. There is a freeing sense of acceptance in these kinds of relationships, where judgment is placed aside and both individuals are able to grow and evolve together. Moreover, the unique perspective that comes from an age gap can also serve to strengthen the relationship. Relationships where there is an age gap often require more open communication because the two partners might have different views on various aspects of life. They may have different priorities, different experiences, or even different ideas about the future. However, rather than these differences pulling them apart, they serve as opportunities to learn and grow together. When a relationship is grounded in mutual respect, these differences can actually enhance the connection and offer opportunities for deeper understanding and personal development. Another reason why someone might love you despite an age gap is because of how the relationship aligns with their values and goals. It's not uncommon for someone to feel a strong emotional and spiritual connection with a person who may be at a different stage in life. Often, relationships where there is a significant age difference are built on deeper aspects, such as shared vision, long-term goals, and the willingness to nurture each other's dreams. In such relationships, love doesn't just exist for the moment, it's about building a future together, no matter where either person is in life at that point. When love is based on these deeper aspects, the relationship becomes more about partnership than about how many years you've lived. It's a partnership based on mutual support, love, and the desire to grow together as people. When two people decide that love is the most important thing in their relationship, they will find ways to work through the challenges that come with an age gap. Love in these instances becomes the foundation on which the relationship is built, and age is simply another part of the journey. Ultimately, the love that forms between two people, despite an age gap, shows that genuine connection and deep affection are not limited by time. The relationship is built on something much more substantial than just numbers, and it thrives on emotional closeness, shared values, and the willingness to be open and vulnerable with one another. Age may create differences, but in a loving relationship, it will never be a barrier to the connection between two people. What matters most is the mutual care, respect, and understanding that exist, and when those elements are present, love can truly transcend time. When someone falls in love with you despite the age gap, it's often because they see qualities in you that transcend the number of years that separate you. Age may play a role in shaping our experiences, but it doesn't define who we are or how deeply we can connect with another person. When someone loves you despite these differences, they are showing that they see past the conventional markers of life and embrace the soul behind the years. This form of love is one that breaks free from societal constraints and offers a chance for both individuals to come together based on deeper values and shared connections. One of the most profound elements in these kinds of relationships is the sense of being seen, truly seen for who you are. While age may influence aspects of your life, it doesn't determine the depth of your spirit or the richness of your heart. Someone who loves you in spite of an age gap is showing that they appreciate the person you are today. They don't view you through the lens of years, but through the lens of mutual respect and emotional connection. This type of love transcends superficial judgments, allowing both individuals to explore a relationship grounded in authenticity and true emotional depth. It's also essential to recognize that love in these circumstances can be marked by deep admiration. The individual who chooses to love you despite the age difference is often someone who values your life experiences and your perspective. While age can create disparities in terms of how much life experience each person has, it's the emotional maturity, wisdom, and insight that each partner brings to the table that strengthens the bond. Love isn't confined to a specific age bracket. It's about how two people come together and bring their whole selves to a relationship, sharing their stories, their dreams, and their journeys. In relationships where one person loves another despite an age gap, there is often an unspoken understanding between the partners that the focus isn't on age but on growth. The partners may recognize that each person is at a different stage in their life, but instead of seeing that as a limitation, they embrace it as an opportunity to grow together. The older partner might bring wisdom, maturity, and a sense of stability, while the younger partner may bring excitement, enthusiasm, and a fresh perspective on life. This dynamic fosters a relationship where both partners can enrich each other's lives, offering something unique and valuable to the other. Furthermore, love between two people with an age difference can lead to a greater sense of resilience. When two people choose to love one another in the face of external judgments or societal opinions, it strengthens the bond between them. They aren't just navigating their personal connection, but also the challenges that come from the perceptions of others. This kind of relationship requires courage, as both partners must be willing to stand firm in their love, regardless of the criticism or doubts that may come their way. The strength that comes from overcoming these challenges creates a deeper connection and builds a sense of solidarity that can last through difficult times. The emotional connection that forms between two people, regardless of age, often becomes even more potent because of their willingness to embrace the differences in their lives. Love becomes less about fitting into a mold and more about celebrating the beauty that comes from two individuals bringing their unique qualities to the relationship. When someone loves you despite an age gap, they're also showing that they value who you are on a fundamental level. This isn't just about physical attraction or a fleeting moment. It's about forming a lasting connection based on mutual respect, shared values, and the willingness to embrace each other's life stories. Moreover, a relationship that thrives despite an age gap often allows both partners to grow into better versions of themselves. The older partner may feel a sense of renewal and energy from the younger partner's fresh outlook on life, while the younger partner might gain stability and wisdom from the older partner's experiences. This mutual influence creates an environment where both people can challenge and inspire each other to grow in ways they may not have considered on their own. It is a reciprocal relationship where the benefits of the age gap are not limited to just one person, they are shared by both. In many ways, these kinds of relationships demonstrate that love isn't bound by conventional markers such as age, background, or social norms. Instead, love is about finding a connection that transcends these external factors. When someone loves you despite the age difference, it speaks to the strength of the bond that has been created between you. It suggests that they value you for who you are as a person, not for where you are in life or the years you've lived. This kind of love creates a safe and accepting space where both partners can be vulnerable, share their dreams, and build a future together. Ultimately, love that exists despite an age gap is a testament to the fact that genuine connections are built on much deeper foundations than the superficial elements we often focus on. It speaks to the timeless nature of emotional and spiritual connection, showing that love doesn't have an expiration date and doesn't have to follow a prescribed path. In these relationships, love flourishes because it is rooted in acceptance, respect, and a shared desire to grow together. Whether young or old, what truly matters is the bond formed between two people. And this bond will continue to thrive as long as it is nurtured with care, understanding, and a deep sense of love. When someone falls in love with you despite the age difference, it's a powerful testament to the depth of connection they feel for you. This love goes beyond the surface, beyond the physical, beyond societal expectations, and instead taps into something far more profound. Shared values, mutual respect, and emotional compatibility. They see you not through the lens of age, but as a unique individual with qualities that resonate with their own desires, needs, and aspirations. One of the first ways love transcends the limitations of age is through emotional connection. When someone truly loves you, the age gap becomes irrelevant because they value the way you communicate, how you understand each other, and how deeply you connect on a spiritual level. It's a relationship built on genuine affection and trust, not on any external